Topanga is fighting. There is Boy Meets World drama. I took the deep dive, so you don't have to. Let me explain what's going on. Danielle Fishel, who played Topanga on Boy Meets World, has a podcast right now with the actors who played Sean and Eric on the show. It's called Pod Meets World. It's a rewatch podcast where they talk about their experiences filming the show. In the latest episode, which was released yesterday, they have Maitland on, who played Rachel on the show. Prior to this episode, Maitland has had some pretty negative things to say, specifically about Danielle. I know I've seen at least one TMZ interview where she was talking bad about her. Maitland has also now entered into some more mature shows, if you know what I mean. So apparently years ago, Maitland realized that her and Danielle were no longer following each other on Facebook. Maitland writes her this long note and Danielle never responds. In 2022, Will Friedle, Eric, tells Danielle that Maitland wrote her this letter. She's upset that she never responded. Danielle claims she never saw the message, feels bad she didn't respond, asks him if it would be okay for him to give her her number so she can apologize. Apparently, Maitland said, no, let's save it for the podcast. Maitland apparently wanted to have this conversation on the podcast to rock the stats, help the ratings. So fast forward to present day, Maitland is finally on the podcast. It starts off fine for the first hour-ish. They're talking about her experience on Boy Meets World, and then it takes a turn. Danielle asks her straight up, do you hate us? She says no, but I thought you hated me. They both go on to say they don't hate each other, but the vibes say different. Maitland talks about how she feels that Danielle has been rude to her in previous years, specifically while she was visiting the set of Girl Meets World. She says she thought she might have been being rude because Danielle thought she was trying to steal attention from her, and that Danielle didn't like that she was getting a lot of attention at the time. I think, judging by this might have been the time where she started her more mature film career. Maybe, I don't know. Danielle holds firm throughout this entire conversation. She apologizes for her part, but also holds Maitland accountable. Calls her out on her TMZ interviews. She kind of implies that Maitland contacts TMZ in order to be interviewed. Then Maitland drops, well, I think there's been a divide since you guys hate Ben and Michael. Ben? No. Topanga, Sean, Eric, and Corey do not hate each other. What? My brain cannot compute that. My heart cannot handle that. All of the hosts adamantly deny this. Maitland kind of backtracks on that. Anyways, it goes on. Maitland eventually asks, why is this thrilling? It is prime awkward. Danielle does not hold back. She does not let her foot off the gas, and Maitland's got nothing. He even tries to accuse Danielle of going at her only to get ratings. And Danielle reminds her that, nope, that was you who wanted to handle this like this. I wanted to handle this years ago, out of the public eye, like adults. It was wild. I had not listened to a Pod Meets World episode before, but I sure did listen to this one, and so did a lot of people, so I definitely do think they rocked those ratings. And that is that. That is what is going on with the Boy Meets World drama.